What's going on, everyone? So I got a video request about a week and a half ago about how do I get my job interviews, because I'm such a great job interviewer. Now this, although, is not going to be for a job interview at Google or a job interview at like an office. This is for entry-level jobs, something like all the jobs I've had. Boomers, Vons, 7-Eleven, Taco Bell, Starbucks. I've done it all fast food wise, entry-level job wise, and every interview I go to, I know I'm going to get the job if the position's open. And that is for a couple of reasons which I'm going to share for you. Now, for you guys who are interested in my channel more so, I have an update coming later today. Sorry for not making videos that much. But for this one, I want to tell everybody how to get a job interview if it's your first job or an entry-level job, and this is how you're going to do it. Number one, dress nice, but don't overly dress. There's no such thing as like overly dressing in the sense of if you show up to a suit and tie, that's fine. But I remember being in a job interview once, and it was at Taco Bell, and the manager who was hiring, he was like, "You're overly dressed for this position," and he never got the job. He didn't get the job. I don't know why that is, but just wear something nice. Wear a nice button-up shirt, wear some nice iron pants, and some nice like dress shoes. You can do dress shoes, but kind of more professional casual. You don't have to overly dress for these. My last job interview, I look like a mess, and people who know this know this. This works especially well if you don't have any references, if you don't have any previous work experience, anything that you have to put on your resume. This will get you the job. So without further ado, here we go. Enough talk, enough explaining. The first thing is this: open availability. If you tell your manager and you look at him and he says, "So Ian, what time can you work?" And I'll say, "My schedule is completely open. I'm willing to put all of my effort into this job, all of my work hours, everything's open. I'm willing to come in anytime you need me. I will be there." A manager is going to get moist when he hears that. A manager is going to be like, "Oh, this guy is serious. He wants to come in." You got the job already. As soon as you say, "I will come in whenever you want. My job availability is completely open," do that. And if you're struggling and if you don't have references, this is what you kind of have to do. Because why would they hire you, somebody with no experience, nothing, over somebody who actually has experience, but they don't want to work Fridays and Saturdays? I can't work the mornings. You got to put in hard work for this. Next thing is, I have reliable transportation. Maybe you don't. Maybe I lied to many managers and I said, "I don't have reliable transportation, bro. I don't even have a car. I'm riding the bus." But I said, "Yes, I have a car. I have reliable transportation. I will be here on time every single day. I pride myself in being early. I like to be prepared. I don't like to show up disheveled. I don't like to show up looking ragged. I like to dress nice. I like to be prepared for my job. And I like to take a little 5 to 10 minutes before my shift to sort of get ready and sort of mentally prepared for the tasks and think about what I'm going to do at my workplace." Managers love to hear that. They will eat that up. People would be like, "Okay, he's got reliable transportation. He loves to be here early." They love that. When I did not have reliable transportation, I used to get on the earlier bus. But not the one that would get me there on time, the one that would get me there 30 minutes early, and I would just wait there. Because I wanted the job so hard, so bad, and I worked so hard to get my first entry-level jobs. You like to work hard. I'm somebody who takes pride in my job. I'm somebody who takes pride with my work. I don't like to show up and be lazy and just stand there and just do the bare minimum. I'm looking to move up in the company. And when they ask you about your future, because this is what's going to happen most of the time, where do you see yourself in like 2 years? I see myself moving up in the company. I see myself being a part of this company, and I would like to grow with the company. They'll eat that up too, and they'll be like, "Okay, he's not just going to work for 2 months and then quit, no call, no show." Bam. These 3 major tips right there: be on time, work hard, you can be there anytime, you're not going to no call, no show, you're going to grow with the company. Any entry-level job will hire you on the spot. It's worked for me every single time. Like, I've never not been hired by a fast food place that was hiring. The hardest part is just applying. So for this part, this is where it gets a little tricky. So what I like to do is, when I'm looking for another job, I will sit on the computer, and this is now my job. So I'm going to be here for 8 hours a day applying. So my first day when I quit Starbucks, the next day after I took a day off, I sent out about 35 applications. 35 applications. You wait 2 days, and then you call or you go in person. Nowadays you should call because, you know, the pandemic and all that. You call up, you follow through, and you say, "Hey, hello, is the manager there?" "Yes, I'm the manager." "Oh, hello, my name's Ian. I sent in an application about a week ago, and I was just wondering if we could follow up on that, or if there's any time where I could come in and talk to you about a job interview." And if they're hiring, they will say, yes, sir, come right in. In the case of 7-Eleven, I called him. He's like, hey, can you be there tomorrow? I was like, yeah, absolutely, I'll be there. Bam, got the job, got hired, worked my first day, I went in. So that's the hardest part. So there you go. There you have it. That is how you get a job, entry level, guaranteed 100% of the time. It's always worked for me. Just be well-spoken, show up nicely dressed, make sure you smell good, don't smoke a cig, and then go in for your job interview. No, none of that. Don't show up high, don't show up drunk, and be good at your job for like the first 2 months. Then you can kind of like not respond to calls and do whatever, kind of mischief, but there you go. So you're welcome, man. Anytime you guys have a video idea like this, just let me know. Peace and buck grease. See you around.